Hey guys, Viggoman here and welcome back to another video from this wonderful town we are building called Lunden. Today we are back with a video which is going to be a little different than the previous videos, and if you remember I posted a time-lapse video where we built this castle here just a little while back. So today what I want to do is to spend some time on looking at the castle itself, show you the rooms, show you the interiors, the layouts, and point out some important details here and there. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to split it into two episodes so they're easier to digest, shorter, and also for my throat and my sake it's just so much easier to split it up a little bit. So there will be a part 2 to this, but yeah, let's just get straight on with the tour, shall we here. So we have this wonderful castle built up on this hill here behind the town. And it looks awesome. It's one of my favorite castles. I love the color palette. It's so boring, if that makes sense. So that kind of, yeah, just kind of creates a really cool vibe. What we have done is tried to make it seem like it's been built over time. It's a style or technique I really like doing, especially for castles, because it really makes them feel, what you call it, like realistic. You feel like there's some history to it in a way. And you can like build everything or build a castle so that it all looks like it was planned initially, but when you're building this kind of style, it kind of looks like they've added sections here and there depending on what the lord needed or what they needed for defending, or what the architectural style was at the time, and technique, and yeah, you know, stuff like that. So doing it that way just creates, in my opinion, a really nice castle, especially for this sort of small town. I went a little overboard with the castle. It's a lot bigger than I was initially thinking, but I don't mind. Alright, let's go here. So just from the outside we have this massive tower here, which is the keep, the main keep. I added this little painting here on the side, and close up it looks really bad, but if you step back a little bit, it looks awesome. I've seen that on a couple of real castles as well, where they kind of paint up, probably like biblical themes, like stories from the Bible. I'm not really sure what this is. What this is depicting here, but yeah, it's just like a little painting. It's like a man in the river, something. So when you're approaching the castle, we get to this massive, scary looking gatehouse here, which is going to be the first line of defense. We can see that there are some arrow slits on the side of this building here, and then there's some crenellations here, so we could have guards up there as well. And then overall, just the gatehouse is pretty well defended. And if we go through here, we'll get to the first kind of section of the castle here, and what is really cool is that we have different parts, kind of divided up areas here, where we have gates and stuff to defend like stepwise. What's also really cool about this first section here is that it's actually a monastery. So the idea is that initially there was a monastery built here. This was actually suggested by one of you guys in the previous building video where we built a lot of stuff here. So here we have this section here, kind of hard to split up a section here, but this massive building here and a few of the adjacent buildings are the monastery, which is really cool. And then you move on through here, and then we have like these sections here, and then all the way back to the keep here. So you're kind of forcing the attackers to go like a long walk to get to the keep. Anyway, down here we just have this little courtyard where the monks and stuff, or nuns, not really sure, would be just kind of working and stuff. And what's really cool is that it's part of a brewery as well. So down here we have this massive brewery where we're building brewing wine from apples, local apples and stuff, or cider, I guess. And then there's just like storage and things in here. It's a little bit dark, but you know, you get the idea. And then we have this massive building here, which is like the main part of the monastery. So if we go up here, we have the kitchen for the monastery, where we make all the food and stuff. And then in here we have the feast hall for the people in the monastery. So it's pretty cool. I love the ceiling here. And then we have this massive fireplace in the back. And then this is like depicting the king and stuff. or the lord of this place, which is really awesome. So that's kind of the first floor here of the monastery part. We can go back here though. There we have this entrance which takes us into a staircase which we can take up, and it takes us to the inside here. So let's go through here, and here we have a little library which is pretty cool. This is for religious texts and stuff. So that's what we have in this place, and this takes us down to a little shrine or a temple part, a chapel, where you'd be praying and stuff. So here we have this thing here. The religion of this place is not known yet, but what I've done is that I've tried to replicate or indicate a god that is represented as everything, if that makes sense. So in all the different rooms we'll have different depictions of what they're praying to, and it's going to be like very abstract and stuff. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, here we have one of those shrines. I really like the look of this one. And then we can go over here. We can continue up where we have more areas for them. I'm not going to go into every single room. I don't think I have the time for that. So we'll quickly take a look at a few of the things. If we walk over here, we actually get to another like chapel. Where we have here again like this weird looking statue thing, but this has a beautiful view. Look at this cool window thing here. So that's really awesome. And then we have this area here. So here they had preachers and stuff, so someone would be praying, and then you'd have the monks. They could stand here and listen if they want to, or just pray and stuff in here as well. Whoops. Let's check out one of these places here. This here is some beds and stuff for the monks. Then all the way back here we have like their leader. So I guess there will be like different ranks within here. So here we have like a private room. So the leader would be staying here, and then he would then like have control over these people staying at this little room here. So yeah, let's go around here and go up again. It's quite big, as you see. Up here we have different bedrooms as well, and this here is for let me think. I think, yeah, there's some storage in here initially, so just like storing clothing and stuff for all of the people here. But in here we actually have one of the astronomers, or I guess like one of the star watchers. So he has his own little private bed here, and then he has his room, which is really cool. There's like this starry night up in the ceiling here, and then there's this telescope, so he's looking out at the stars at night, trying to understand the world and things. So that's like a little bit of a cool detail, I suppose. I think, one of these here are just small like chambers as well for the people here. Upstairs, or all the way up in the attic here, we just have some storage, so nothing too much to look at. I also want to just point out this beautiful turret here hanging out. This is where the chapel was behind, and it just looks awesome and just breaks up the plainness of this building here. And then I guess we need to check out the gatehouse itself as well. So it's very big, so I try to add stuff to make it feel or appropriate. I don't want to just have rooms and rooms and rooms of just defending. So up here we have like this lounge area for the guards, so they could sit here and keep warm. This goes for up here as well. Yeah, it's looking like pretty and stuff in here. It's not just stone walls and stuff. But then we're inside these turrets here. We can kind of shoot down through these arrow slits here, which is pretty cool as well. So this kind of goes around here. Pretty fancy. If we continue... Whoa! I've done some stuff here. I need to fix that. Probably some world edit errors. Yeah, look at that. Such a noob. If we continue over here, we can actually get to the main part of the monastery. So this is a staircase we took the first time going up. I don't want to go all the way down though. But also from here we can go... No. Where was that? This door. And we get to... back into the... No. I'm lost. Guys, I'm so lost now. Where did I go? Maybe it's further down? I think I'm just... No, it's in here. Through here. Man, you know it's a big building when you're lost inside it. In here we get to some other battlements parts here, just shooting down at the road right there. Back outside again, we have this building here, which is the barracks. So this is where all the soldiers and stuff would be sleeping. So they have their little private kitchen and dining area. It's pretty cozy in here. It's nothing fancy, but definitely has a charm to it, I think. From here we can actually go out, and then we get to these battlements here, which you can actually see the town from, which is pretty cool. So there's this arrow slit, so you can just shoot down from here. It's really cool. And then also goes out to these crenellations here, or the wall here, where you can shoot down from here. So that's the first floor of the barracks. But we can also go upstairs, and up here is where everyone is sleeping. So it's just like bunk beds on bunk beds here, and then some storage. So it's very typical. It's just squeezing in as many people as possible. Here we have one of the commanders, so he has his private suite in here. So a big bed, you can see his armor here, that's looking pretty badass. And a little area here to study his sword, I guess, or maybe he's sharpening it or polishing it, who knows. But yeah, he has like his private chamber here, which is cool. And then in here we have the potty area. So this is we have 3 areas here for them to take a dump, to say it like that. All the way up here we have more beds. So there's a couple more beds on this side. And on this other side here there's a lot of bunk beds as well. So overall we're squeezing in quite a few people inside the barracks here. I really like the open ceiling here and just the atmosphere in here in general. And then we have the gatehouse here, the second gatehouse, which has this cool extension to it, which actually has some pretty dangerous matriculations below here. And yeah, it's looking pretty cool. It's built on an angle, so it's a little wonky, but we just got to do what we got to do, right? So it's looking a little weird, but it tells a story, I think, and it fits with the rest of the area. You enter this from the back here. Yeah, down here we have some storage, like some cabinet storage for weapons, barrels, and all that sort of stuff. And then we go up here. We have some areas for the soldiers to sit. We have some more storage of all sorts of stuff. And then we have this area here, which is like the main defense here. So we have this arrow slit you can shoot down, and also these holes you can shoot straight down into in front of the gate. And then we also have the murder hole. We have some beautiful views as well, so wouldn't really complain if I was on duty inside here. And yeah, just like general storage and stuff. But also from the back here we have this little yard, I guess you could call it. It's nothing too much happening here. It's mainly here for the defensive purposes, kind of leading you through here, and then adding one gate and then a second gate. So yeah, just increasing the defense, and then also takes us to the battlements here on the back, where we have this long wall with crenellations, which is very well defended. But there is also one building here which you enter from this place, and that is the stables, the royal stables. It's just minor stables. This is where the lord and his family would have their horses kept. So we have this big enclosures for the horses inside here. Using the victory mod we can get this awesome looking troughs for food and stuff. And yeah, so we just like have this wonderful looking stable in here. And then we're moving into the last building we're gonna check out today, which is the final gatehouse, the third gatehouse before we get into the royal area, which we're gonna look at in the next video. So if we go up this staircase here, we get to the battlements here firstly, which goes straight down into the first courtyard, again increasing the defense here, so that's pretty awesome. But yeah, this takes us into this place where we have some awesome mechanic bits for the portcullis, which is down there. We're going to check that out later. So we have this winch system. You can pull it up, and then you have the ropes going down into this little slit here and then down. Then you also have arrow slits where you can shoot straight down at them as well. In the back here we have some storage. We also have storage for weapons and all that sort of stuff. So that's kind of the area around here. But let's go down. I just want to quickly show you the portcullis here, which comes down like that. So that's connected to the back. And then we have this awesome looking window here. I really like that. But that is going to be it for the first tour of this place. In the next video we will be checking out the keep and the buildings surrounding it. It's gonna be awesome. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed. If so, make sure to smack that like button, and if you haven't done it already, make sure to subscribe. It's been Viggoman, and I'm out.